Okay, this is probably going to be my last. I keep on saying this. This is going to be my last video on this lot that we just acquired on Sunday. And today's Friday, so this is what I did over the week. Sorted out the colors I cared to sort out. I didn't care about the colors. I didn't sort out which way over there. I built 2 more sets tonight. So I always like to ruminate about these kind of things, but let's just go over it. So we got the Renegade, we got the Galaxy Commander, we got this guy, which I built tonight. I did a review on him just a few weeks ago, and I can't remember which set number series, doesn't matter. I had to grab 4 pieces maximum to build this set out of my collection, which is utterly fantastic when it really comes down to it. I think this is one of the pieces I'm going to have to swap because this doesn't seem to want to stay in. So, but anyway, put him back in for now. I never had that before, and as I said, I just did that for one of my classic space reviews. So I just built him tonight, but I also built this guy tonight, and I never had this set. Again, I didn't have too many town sets anyway. I didn't have this guy, and this guy was mostly complete inside, and you can see that the stickers are odd. And he's put the sticker in the hinge plate, the hinge brick, which I found very odd. But I did, and this is kind of cute. It has that cab over thing. The one thing about it is that the kid probably took a magic marker to the other side, but whatever. I'm sure I got replacement 3x4. 4x3 panels, but it doesn't matter. This thing is fine. I didn't have to get really any pieces out of my collection. I can't remember what pieces I got in my collection for this guy. Even the minifig was complete. So that was good. As I say, 4 pieces for that guy out of my collection, including one of these gray seats. Some of the trans red wasn't there. The cups were, I always like these cups, these gray cups, or whatever, just tall wine glasses, whatever. Those are cute. And again, I didn't build that one before the last couple weeks ago when I did it for my review. And now I have 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. And some really cool pieces that were left over. So Josh was just goofing around with this. Now, I will be the first to say, and as my friends keep on pointing out in the video feed, that there is a 6930, because there's the base plate, and it has a lot of supports here in the blue. Not all of them, so I'd have to grab 2. I think I have 6 supports left after I built this guy. I would have to, again, I have to look at that. I think I built that wrong. Yeah, and the 2x2 round bricks, the blue round bricks are in there, but not enough of them. And it's missing a lot. It only has the one gray radar dish in the gray. So I'd have to get another one of those. I'm just going to say there's just too many pieces missing for me to build the space supply station. And I said before, I'm not that interested. It's a cool state. I already did a review on it in 6930, and I liked it. Again, I never had it before, but I was able to build it. Now, I could build most of it again and just grab the spare pieces out of my collection, but I think I'm done building for now. I'm going to sort all these pieces into the collection. And again, I had to grab both minifigs for this guy. This thing takes 2 yellow minifigs, and I was all yellow minifigs in this thing. I did find another helmet. So there's a helmet in there and this, but there's no torso or legs. So I had to use my own yellow space guys, which is fine, perfectly acceptable. I'm going to be sorting, what is that? I never noticed that before. So what I'm noticing is that it has a lot of, well, this is early 80s, this is mid 80s. It has a lot of space sets from then, but it also, if you look in this bin here, it has a bunch of brand new pieces. So it jumped from late 80s to now. It even, and of course I took it apart to wash it, it even had that buy with purchase little carrot house back last Easter, I think it was. Again, I don't keep track of what Lego company does these days, but it did have the carrot house. And I believe most of it's in there. I could probably build the whole thing. I got one of those boxes, gift with purchase, because when we went over to a Lego store at one point, while back, and we bought whatever, and we got the Lego house and the carrot house. The other thing is, somebody already mentioned, I probably have the Black Forest or the Black Knight's Castle. Has a whole bunch of gray panels. Well, let's just go through this. So there's a whole bunch of nice gray pieces in here, including 3 rocket engines. And the 4th rocket engine that is original without the cross, as well as the solid tip on the cones. So I don't want to say Galaxy Explorer because it came with 3 wing plates, which the 918 took 3, and the 924 took 3, I think, and the 928 took 4 of each side. But there's no more 45s in here, and there's not a lot of gray plates in here. So I'm not a lot of these, and this is not all of them. I think there's 6 in here. A lot of these wheels, again, there's probably 3 or 4 more sets in here. So I can't complain about what we have here. Again, this is the one radar dish for this 6930, and I think I remember correctly, it took 2 of those. But the 3 more rocket thrusters, great. Now, what I did find very, very odd, and this is what I'm starting to think now, is that there's a Cosmic Fleet Flavor, the 6985. I always forget the name of it, because there's 2 of these in here. But there's very, very little other parts. I think there is a trans. So if you look at the trans, so this is from the 6930. This could have been from the rocket launcher, 6950, if I remember correctly, or anything, something else. But there's not enough pieces to warrant a full-fledged building another set, because I think I'd have to go buy or get lots out of my collection. Okay, so there's 3 or 4 rocket thrusters left in here. There's 3, 2 that are really good, and one's faded. So was there a 6985 in here? I don't know, but there's no wing plates in here. There's no white wing plates left after I built that thing, right? So I don't know. It's a mystery, as George Carlin would say. There's a half wing plate. There's a small one. But I'm not really, and a bunch of these. It has a bunch of these, which kind of makes it seem like it's a solar powered. Was that black? No, those were black in the bottom, not white. I can't remember now. I honestly can't remember now. They were black to hold the thrusters on the bottom. I could be wrong. It might be white. But in the end, and the tires, it's like, as I say, there's a whole bunch of black tires, but not enough. There's I think I have 3 or 4 of these guys, but I found a few broken ones, and you can even see there's a crack in this one here. So you can't take that apart now, so it'll never get back properly. And a gray one, and somewhat, this is the one's missing hubs. So maybe the rocket launcher, the 6950, maybe either a Galaxy Explorer or the 924 or the 918 to justify all those rockets there. Some big castle or 2 smaller castle sets. The red, obviously not too much spacey in here, but it has some really cool parts, windows and stuff. I didn't even bother trying to figure out what. I mean, it's got a steering wheel, so I'm sure something was in here. It's got some unique pieces in here, but in the end, I don't care. Red will just get sorted in red. Yellow, again, newer piece. But still some of these pieces, and so I can't. There's some really cool pieces. So for $175, I got all these. I got the 5 sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, built out of it, and I had to grab a few pieces from my collection, but that's fine. And then I got all these other pieces that I can sort out into the collection. I could try to figure out what this is from, but I'm thinking it's from the rocket launcher, and I'm not going to build the rocket launcher now. And it had because this is the other piece that came with it too, right? So, but then again, I have those wing plates, so it could have been, this could have been the 924, 928, or 918, but I have no printed bricks that show that's what it actually was. There's no LL bricks here. I do have, in this pile of stuff, I do have these printed bricks. Now, obviously, these three are from the 6930, but then I have to get more. And I can't remember if there were the down arrows in the 6930 because I only built it once. So those might be part of the 6930. A couple horses, 2 horses, nice horses. I got one saddle in here, one alligator that's missing the top of his mouth, which is kind of sad. And a lot of minifig parts and pieces, some stuff from the castle, a Vespa. So, flags, again, probably from the Black Knight's Kingdom or Black Knight, whatever. These guys, so some things, I could probably figure out, oh, for crying out loud, Explorians. I could figure out what Explorian set this came in. But I don't have the Explorians minifig. I got a lot of castle minifigs here now. I don't know if this is actually, that feels cheap. Feels like it's not Lego. I don't think it's Lego. I think, oh, it says Lego on the top. Oh, must be Lego. You know, so there's some cool pieces that can go. So yeah, got that. So there's some cool pieces that will go into the collection. Another base plate, crater plate, another landing plate, pretty good condition. As I say, most of these. So, oh yeah, I was talking about this. So, early 80s to mid 80s to late 80s for the sets that I built here, and then there's a big blank spot in the 2000s or 90s and the 2000s. I mean, it does have the one Explorians brick or slope, but not too many other Explorians pieces. And then it picks up with the new blade, new dark blade, and all the fancy colors over there. So I would imagine that this was belonging to a father who's probably younger than me, but a father who had these when he was a kid and took good care of them, and then got married, had kids of his own, and the kids got the new sets, and he just rolled his old sets into that collection. And then the kids might have outgrown it, or he just got sick of stepping on it, whatever else. And he puts it on Facebook Marketplace for $200. And I said to him before we left for camping that $200 was a worthy price for the big lot that he had. But I wasn't interested to pay myself $200 for it. And I said, if it's still available when I'm done camping, I'll give you a shout. And it was still available, and I offered him $175. This is the first time I've ever done it. Right now, I actually have that guy, well, a completed version of that guy up on Facebook Marketplace. I've never done that before. It's been there, sitting there for 2 or 3 days. Nobody's bid on it or tried to buy it. I don't care. I'll just sit there until somebody actually wants to buy it, or I have it for lower than the Bricklink lowest price for a complete set. And I think it's worth it. So I don't mind sitting on it. I have no rush to get the money. So we'll see how long it sits on Marketplace. I was thinking about putting the 6980 on the Marketplace too. This is, again, a fully complete set now. But I don't know. The last one I bought that I knew I was buying this lot, that set, was $150. But it came in a big barrel of bricks that I got from a friend of a friend. And it came in one of those huge totes. And I got a lot of sets out of that one, and including one of these. And so I spent $150 on the big tote. And I think it came with a 6980 and a 6985, and I think I sold the 6985 for $150 or $200 to somebody out in Ottawa, another classic space fan, because again, I have a few 6985s, and I didn't need another one. So that covered the cost of that. And if I sell this one on Marketplace, that'll cover the cost of this lot. And that's kind of what I'm trying to break even right now. Buy a lot, build something that's in the lot that I know I can sell to cover the cost of the lot. Again, most of these, actually almost all of them except for the truck, I had to get pieces out of my collection, but not too many in my collection is not even dented. So it doesn't matter. And then I gained a whole bunch of pieces, other pieces in there. There were a lot of broken pieces, I'll say that. There was a lot of broken pieces, especially the older pieces, 2x10 light grays, blacks, blues, some 1x plates that were broken in half. I don't know if the kid just was showing how strong he was or those were accidents. Broken ladder, which is not at all unexpected. I can't believe how many ladders I've broken in my life. The 1x1 with stud on the side, that the clippy on the side, these guys, just a bunch of them, probably 4 gray and a bunch of white were broken. And so they all end up in the bit of doom, the box of doom, which is going to go to my friend Jeannie at some point. So that's filling up pretty quick. So there you go. The lot, $175. There was some non-Lego in there, and there's probably still non-Lego in there. But I tried to get rid of most of it. And when I'm sorting all this out into the collection, I'll probably find more. But overall, I cannot complain for what I've built and what I get to keep and what's going to go into the collection. Like, I mean, seriously, I have a few of these, but it's such a cool piece, and it would come in handy if I want to expand the layout. These things are always handy to have. Again, I could build the supply depot, not really that interested. Wing plates, blue wing plates. I was thinking, again, that these things were part of a smaller space set, but they only came in 2 in the Cosmic Fleet Voyager. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember, the 6985. 2 of them came in that set. And there's some other things that kind of make me think that there is a Cosmic Fleet Voyager in here. But overall, these 2 pieces and a few white thrusters and the 1x12 Technic beams, which are in here. Not too many other huge pieces. Like there's no trans yellow 4x10. There's no trans yellow canopies anymore. There's no blue canopy anymore. And these windows, which were, I think there's 6 of them in the Cosmic Fleet Voyager with the panels, none. Besides, I had those two window things. Yeah, sorry, I actually had to get one of these trans yellow panes out of my collection. It came with one trans yellow pane, and I had to grab the other one. So that's one of the pieces that was missing. So the Cosmic has 6 of those, and it has those really beautiful corner pieces. 4 of those, or 6 of those, 4 or 6. I can't remember now. I have to go look at it. Things I forget. So I would definitely have to grab a bunch of parts out of my collection to build a Cosmic Fleet Voyager or the 6985. And so I'm not going to because I have enough. The rest of this is just going to be rolled into the collection. As I'm rolling this into the collection, I might come across a part that I'm going to look up and say, hey, maybe that's a classic space set that I want to build. All these ones that I built here, including that guy, definitely love building that guy. Definitely love building that guy. And the pieces there, I said, oh, they had 6 panels, 6 of those 4x3 panels. So what sets that? And it had this, as my buddy Jeff sent me the link to Bricklink to tell me this 1x2 yellow brick with the vertical lines on it only came in like 3 or 4 sets. And I said, oh, that's a truck, because I could just tell by the parts that were in there, including the windshield was there, the hinge, like all of it. So, hey, why not just build it and see what happens? I've never built that one before, as I said. So that's 18 minutes of me just going on about nothing, about how lovely this lot was. I'm very happy I got it, and had somebody sniped me or got it before while I was camping, they would have loved it. This was a really cool lot to have, and I think it was well worth $200 for somebody who's not me to buy it. But again, there's not a single piece in this lot that I don't have multiples of, but I just wanted it because I knew there was one of those. There was a Renegade in there, and I had a suspicion that there was one of those. I was just happy that there's 6880, which is still up there in my top 5 favorite sets of all time, and there was one of those. And again, I don't know, I just love classic space. But I do have a Renegade on my marketplace. I am going to start going through my classic castle sets that I have and see if I want to put them up on marketplace, because they're cool sets. I'm going to say I can see why people love the classic castle theme. even the Yellow Castle, but right after the Yellow Castle, when the Gray Castles started coming out, and then the Forestman, and then all the other ones, just utterly fantastic, cute, fun sets. And I have a bunch, and I built a bunch, and I put them in Ziplocs, so I could probably get those on Marketplace pretty quick, and see if there's a draw for that. Because again, the Renegade's not moving, and I don't care. But I don't mind losing Castle, because I also said this at one point when we're doing shows. I honestly do, and for the most part, I am building all the classic space up to Futuron, multiple copies of each. And I wouldn't mind taking all my base plates, throwing them on a bunch of tables, just the base plates like that, and the landing pads, and just populate the whole thing with all the space sets that I have. So see what it looks like. So, and yeah, just leave the other stuff at home, like the Futron and above. You leave them at home, and maybe like and I've always said this, there are going to be people, like, if you guys, not to go off in this tangent, if you guys want to Google some huge inspirational set layout, Blacktron Intelligence Agency, I mentioned it before, BIA, Blacktron Intelligence Agency. My buddy Joe Mino did a video for that. I can't remember which Brick Fest it was at, which show it was at, but and back in the day on Lugnet, there was a whole history of how that guy evolved that layout into what it was at the end there, which was, I don't know, 60 feet long or something. I can't remember the exact how long it was, but it was gorgeous. And he put a lot of effort into it. And he had 78, he told me this because I asked him. He had 78 trans-yellowed quarter domes in that, the quarter dome that came in the message intercept base. At the last time I bought a quarter dome off of Bricklink, it was $15. And at the maximum in my collection, I had 33. I had 33 trans yellow quarter domes in my collection. What I have done, because again, I don't want to be that guy. So I was at a couple brick fets, and a couple of my friends voiced interest in having quarter domes. And at that point, they were going for $50 a piece on Bricklink. Like $50 a piece on Bricklink. And I said, oh, $20. Knock yourself. I think I said 15, but the guy gave me $20 each for 4. Because when you have 4, you can make an actual full dome. And I think I gave my friend Jeff a few. I think I'm down to 16 or 18 trans yellow quarter domes, and there's 12 in the actual layout, the space layout. So and I have room to build, I think 4 or 8 more. I think 4 more, and that's fine. That's good enough for me. I don't need that. I didn't need 33. I didn't need 78. Right. But I admired the Blacktron Intelligence Agency. And if you're building a layout called the Blacktron Intelligence Agency, you're going to need a lot of trans yellow quarter domes. But if you're doing a classic space set or layout, you really don't need a lot of quarter domes unless you're building a tower like mine, in which case that was integrated. One of the criteria of the tower was to use quarter domes, and I used 12 of them in the actual building of the tower. But I didn't use them anywhere else, and I'm fine with that. But anyway, I am rambling. But look up Blacktron Intelligence Agency. Just be in awe of how beautiful it is. Again, the video is really, really old, so don't mind the graininess of it. And I don't know if there's any pictures online, but I remember looking through the pictures of the Blacktron Intelligence Agency, and how detailed oriented the builder was. And I honestly can't remember his name, and that's kind of sad because it's gorgeous. And he did custom boxes too, but his custom boxes were cardboard and mine are wood. So, but I would like to see, because right now all my classic space sets that are not on my shelf for display in my room are all in totes and Ziploc bags. And the bigger sets, like this guy, had to be taken apart to fit into a bag and a Ziploc and to save space inside totes. And I think I have like the 15 or 16 6880s that I built that one time for video a while back. they're all in Ziplocs right now, sitting in a bag somewhere. So, sitting in a tote somewhere. I'd like to see it all set up at some point, just because that'd be fun. Wow, I am tired, so I'm rambling, and I'm gonna stop. So, again, happy I got the lot. Happy that I got to build the sets that I wanted to build. I don't think I'm going to build any more, but as I say, if I am sorting this out into my collection, I come across some parts and pieces that remind me of a different set, then I'll build it and I'll make a video about it. But I don't think that's going to happen. So everybody out there, stay safe, take care, enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend. I'm going to do some family time stuff, so I don't think I'm going to be making any videos, but if I do, it'll be a surprise. And if I don't, I'll see you next week. So everybody have a wonderful, relaxing Thanksgiving weekend. Appreciate the family, even if they're not blood related. Family can be anybody who you've brought into your life that means a lot to you. Family is not just blood relatives. I just happen to be very lucky that I have friends that are family, and I have family that's family. So I'm going to go spend some time with them. Not now, because it's late, and I'm going to bed. So you guys all take care. Bye.